I remember during the iDubbbz drama, iDubbbz had went on this podcast. He went on this podcast called Western Kabuki. It's called Juniper of the Western Kabuki podcast. And they recently released a statement. They released a statement because they are in some hot waters. Now, the post here from Yeet says, drops a statement from the co-host after the LOL overruled allegations surfaced. We believe them. We didn't initially say anything when this started in order to preserve our anonymity and the safety of those who came to us. We are sharing this with their permission. Now, this whole thing, it seems to be about a allegation that I'm not sure of. I haven't like, this is like one of those that I don't know a ton about. So you're gonna have to buckle your balls up and get ready. On LOL overruled. Alleged to have done, we believe them. Prior to all of this, a few women unrelated to the discussion we've seen online, but who were nonetheless impacted by his actions, reached out to us about their experiences. After those conversations, we immediately parted ways with him. We didn't initially say anything when this started, in order to preserve the anonymity and safety of those who came to us, as they have plans to tell their stories on their own terms. But in light of everything, we are sharing this with their permission. We stand with everybody who's told their story and those who came forward to us, that they have reached out and began with his whoa, dude, this is why my podcast where we read creepypastas, I don't do the majority of the reading. That they reached out to begin with is brave and then that was that. It kind of cuts it off part way through. I don't know what the rest of that says, but it says people have always begun the discussion of LOL overruled / Alex, my former co-host on WK, is alleged to have done. We believe them. Prior to this, yeah, no. This is right. This is the full thing. All right. This is why I don't understand Twitter. I'm a big dumb retard, guys. You gotta stay with me here. You gotta buckle up your ball sacks, like I said at the beginning of the video. As they have plans to tell their stories on their own terms. But in light of everything, we are sharing this with their permission. We stand with everybody who's told their story and those who came forward to us. They reached out to begin with. It is brave and important to keep keeping our spaces safe for everybody. In this discussion, we hope you keep all those impacted in front and center. We also ask not to let your affinity for any specific creator or political leaning impact your willingness to listen to those who have spoken up. Which I think this is hilarious, right? Because there's so often in these communities where they have somebody who does some absolutely degenerate goonbag shit, right? They do some absolutely degenerate goonbag shit, and then the community rallies up to support them and ignore everything that they had done. Now, I have to say, I don't give Hasan a lot of W's, but I saw that Hasan condemns LOL overruled while discussing the allegations. I thought that this was an actually good statement. For once, Hasan having a fucking W take. Hey, everybody gets them, and it's time for Hasan to have his.
Stuff on Twitter is drama. If it's related to Alex Lolo, then that's not drama. That's like straightforward creep shit. Okay, if that's what you guys are referencing as drama, you're a psycho. That's not drama at all. I mean, this dude apparently was all up and down being a fucking pest, and it's completely unacceptable. Yeah.
Dude, so based, like actually calling out somebody in his own community. I have to respect that. Not a lot of people, a lot of Hasan haters will not respect that, and it's kind of funny that he's calling out somebody else in his own community when he like false slanders people on the daily, like to protect his own. Now, somebody like that in Panada would have just kept doubling down and trying to protect his friends, but at the same time, I do have to respect Hasan here. I do. I really do.
And you guys are being fucking ridiculous if you think that this is just drama. That's not just drama, dude. That's like, that is, yeah. It's incredibly disappointing. It's, yeah, it's incredibly disappointing. It's, yeah, it's incredibly disappointing. 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 It's incred not something that I was obviously privy to. I was completely oblivious to whatever the fuck was going on, and it's a betrayal of my trust.
But I do love that this stuff going down, and these guys were looked at as like one of the good podcasts. It was going to save the world. They had iDubbbz on. They've had all of these people, and it's just absolutely insane. Like, if you want to know the whole breakdown, I mean, Alex, also known as LL Overruled, is a Columbian Law School graduated public defender and social media influencer who gained popularity on TikTok and other platforms for his humorous legal skits and commentary on criminal justice issues. In August 2024, he was fired from his job after posting a TikTok video giving a tour of his grimy office in the Bronx, which led to his immediate termination. And then we get to July. After he got that, he kind of went full social media in the last year, which this is what happens when you are a goonbag and destroy your career. Because in July 2025, serious allegations surfaced against him, accusing him of inappropriate sexual behavior online. Ex-user Katana Speaks labeled him as a sex pest and abuser, sharing screenshots of his now locked X account, where he allegedly discussed explicit sexual experiences. Another user claimed he sent unsolicited explicit images, made inappropriate requests after she posted a photo wearing his merchandise. These allegations gained attraction when Ethan Klein, of course it was Ethan Klein who blasted this. What do you know, dude? I looked up just a quick drama breakdown, and of course Ethan Klein's the one sussing these guys out of these communities, bro. They don't have the ability to call them out themselves, so they wait until somebody else does it, somebody who's an enemy. But then they can say, well, we didn't know about this guy, we didn't know, and then eat him alive. Oh, dude, this is just like when Ludwig has a good take. It's because the internet shifted. Oh, way to go, Ethan Klein. Highlighted on Instagram, escalating the controversy. Accusations sparked discussion on Reddit, particularly in the Hasan Piker subreddit, as LL Overruled was a friend and frequent guest of Hasan's podcast and like his Hasan Piker channel. And like this is where we get to right here. But yeah, dude, the dude was just freaking out on women, dude. Just endless women came forward. We have like a flood of women coming forward to go after this guy, and now they have to eat one of their own again. Let's go. We love to see it.
And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Apparently, and I don't know the full details of what's going on, but I heard like bits and pieces about him like potentially being abusive, and I didn't know enough about what was going on, but it was enough for me to like, you know, sever ties.
So, wait, oh, this is kind of funny. Now, I only watched the first portion where I gave Hasan W's, but he doesn't know enough about the situation to instantly cut ties, and yet people won't cut ties with Hasan for just supporting terrorism. I think that's wild. We live in a wild timeline. It's absolutely hilarious what kind of little goonbag world we live in, where it's like, oh, dude, this guy might have had, like, sent some abusive text or whatever. Now, I'm not defending him, because it seems like he was a goonbag, but, like, from Hasan's standpoint here, where he has, like, little to no actual information on the matter, he's like, well, I just decided to cut ties with him because I heard something, a little bit something. I don't know what it was, but I heard a little something. And yet you have like quantifiable amounts of evidence stacking up to where Cthulhu is scared of your cosmic horror of terrorist support on your like existing platform, and yet people still are willing to work with this guy. I don't get it. I really don't.
And then past that point, now there's apparently a bunch of people that he was literally in the DMs of all over, all up and down Twitter, like leftist Twitter accounts.
He was doing the Destiny. That's what he was doing. He was doing a Destiny. He was finding a bunch of people that were his fans and trying to get them to goon all over his freaking face. We got another sex pestiny allegation, boys.
Public defenders. And even women in this community. Luckily, we have a pretty awesome community of adult women who can take care of themselves.
The phrasing of that was wild. Good thing we have a good amount of adult women who can take care of themselves. That just seems like a wild accusation.
But it seems like he was just sending unsolicited DMs and being creepy and pushy and a pest.
There we go. We got pests. Look at that, dude. Kind of W Hasan take. It is funny whenever they start eating their own. We got another sex pestiny situation. It's always fun to see those. It's always fun to see those. Now, if you like my videos, make sure to keep sticking around. I will do a bunch of little goonbag shit like this all the time. At least until I get to the point where I'm bored with it, and then I won't do it anymore. That's just how I do things. But make sure to hit me with a like and subscribe for now, so that I get to a gajillion billion followers, and I can shower myself in money. I want to shower myself in money. I want to goon right on Benjamin Franklin's forehead, and then burn the bill and go to jail for burning money. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.